Remember retirement? That mythical land where leisure reigns supreme and days are spent in blissful, worry-free idleness? Turns out it's about as real as a unicorn riding a roller coaster. Instead of sipping cocktails on a beach, most retirees are clinging to their nest eggs like squirrels guarding the last nut before winter. It's a comedy of errors, starring yours truly, the financially bewildered retiree. You see, I was promised a golden sunset, a life of ease and comfort. What I got was a rusty lawn chair and a rapidly dwindling bank account. Turns out, those golden years are more like the rusted gears of a life spent chasing paychecks and ignoring the fine print. Who knew that a lifetime of working wouldn't magically translate into a lifetime of wealth? It's enough to make you laugh, if it weren't so tragic. The punchline? Most of us are woefully unprepared for this grand finale. We spent our youth chasing dreams only to find ourselves in our twilight years chasing pennies. It's the ultimate bait and switch, and boy did we bite. We're told that adulting is this magical state of being where you have it all figured out. You pay your bills on time, you cook gourmet meals every night, and you invest your money wisely. Yeah, right. In reality, most of us are just winging it, hoping we don't accidentally set our metaphorical kitchens on fire. We navigate the world of mortgages, taxes, and insurance with the grace of a drunken elephant on roller skates. We're constantly bombarded with financial advice that seems to be written in a foreign language. Compound interest, diversification, it's all Greek to me, literally. The truth is, most of us are just making it up as we go along, hoping for the best. We're the products of a system that values consumption over savings, instant gratification over long-term planning. We're the poster children for financial illiteracy, and we're paying the price. Ah, millennials, the generation that's been blamed for everything from the decline of napkins to the rise of avocado-related injuries. We're told we're entitled, lazy, and addicted to our smartphones, and you know what? They're not entirely wrong. We're the generation that grew up with participation trophies and the belief that we could be anything we wanted to be. We were sold a dream, a vision of a future where we'd all be rich and successful. But somewhere along the way, the dream turned into a nightmare. We graduated into a world of economic recession, crippling student debt, and a housing market that's more competitive than the Hunger Games. Suddenly, those daily lattes and avocado toasts don't seem so harmless anymore. They're symbols of our misplaced priorities, our inability to delay gratification. We're the generation that's drowning in debt, struggling to make ends meet, and wondering how we ended up here. It's a millennial tragedy in 3 acts: denial, despair, and finally a reluctant acceptance of our financial woes. They say the best things in life are free. They lied. Everything costs money. And if you don't have it, you borrow it, which is how most of us end up in debt. That insidious monster lurking in the shadows of our bank accounts. It starts innocently enough. A student loan here, a credit card there. We convince ourselves it's all under control, that we'll pay it off eventually. But debt is a tricky beast. It grows silently like a vine slowly strangling a tree. Before you know it, you're trapped in a cycle of payments, interest rates, and late fees. Debt becomes the unwelcome guest who overstays their welcome, the uninvited roommate who eats all your food and never does the dishes. It's the constant reminder of our financial failings, the burden we carry on our shoulders, the weight that drags us down. It's the gift that keeps on taking, long after the initial excitement of that new car or fancy vacation has faded. Section 5: Instaglam versus reality, the illusion of success. We live in a world of carefully curated online personas. Social media is a highlight reel of vacations, fancy dinners, and designer clothes. It's a world where everyone seems to be living the dream except you. But here's a secret: it's all an illusion. Behind those perfectly filtered photos and witty captions lies a reality that's often far less glamorous. The truth is, most people are struggling, just like you. They're just better at hiding it. They've mastered the art of the fake smile, the carefully constructed facade of success. Don't let the curated perfection of social media fool you. It's a carefully crafted illusion designed to sell you something: a lifestyle, a product, an idea. Remember, comparison is the thief of joy. Focus on your own journey, not the carefully edited versions of others. Section 6, retirement planning. What retirement planning? Retirement planning, those two words that strike fear into the hearts of anyone who's ever glanced at their bank account balance. It's the adult equivalent of doing your tax, except it requires even more foresight and discipline. Two qualities that I, for one, am sorely lacking. We're told to start early, to squirrel away our pennies like the responsible, forward-thinking adults we're supposed to be. But let's be honest, who has time for that? We're too busy trying to keep up with the demands of everyday life, juggling work, family, and the constant barrage of information overload. Retirement planning seems like this distant abstract concept, something we'll deal with later, but later has a nasty habit of sneaking upon you, and suddenly you're staring down the barrels of your golden years with nothing but a rusty piggy bank and a vague sense of dread. Section 7, the irony of it all, working harder to retire later. Here's a fun little paradox. We work harder than ever, yet we're further away from retirement than ever before. It's the ultimate irony of modern life. We're caught in a vicious cycle of working to afford a lifestyle that requires us to keep working, all in the hopes of someday, maybe, being able to stop working. The cost of living keeps rising, wages remain stagnant, and retirement seems like an increasingly distant dream. We're like hamsters on a wheel, running and running but going nowhere fast. We're told to hustle, to grind, to make our dreams a reality. But the reality is, most of us are just running in place. It's enough to make you throw your hands up in defeat. But hey, at least we have our avocado toast, right? It's the little things that keep us going, even if those little things are slowly chipping away at our financial future. It's the tragicomedy of our times, folks. Laugh, cry, or just shake your head in disbelief. The choice is yours. Section 8. A toast to the future. May it be less bankrupt than our present. So here's to the future. May it be filled with financial stability, wise investments, and a retirement plan that doesn't involve winning the lottery. May we learn from our mistakes, embrace financial literacy, and break free from the cycle of debt and instant gratification. May we teach our children the value of saving, the importance of delayed gratification, and the dangers of avocado toast addiction. May we create a world where retirement is a reality, not just a mythical unicorn riding a roller coaster. It's a tall order, I know, but hey, a little optimism never hurt anyone, right? Besides, it's either that or succumb to the overwhelming sense of impending doom. And who wants to end on such a depressing note? So cheers to the future, folks. May it be filled with laughter, love, and a whole lot less debt.